What it is, what it do. I'm a Jita fam. This is your boy Benjamin G. Ditsile, and welcome to the Amajita Football Show. As you can see, I'm not alone. I'm with
Israel S. Ditsile, the Robert Marawa of this show.
As bon, ladies and gentlemen, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share with friends and loved ones. As you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about Bafana Yaruna versus Tunisia. Wow, Bafana go through as bong. I'm very proud of the boys. I don't know what you have to say. Obviously, we'll get into yesterday's game. But for Bafana to go through, I have to say it's well deserved.
If we had made a bet, I would have lost.
Okay.
So thank God didn't make any bets.
You are happy to be wrong.
I'm happy to be wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you need to be wrong, in life.
Yeah, no.
But I don't know, would you say it was a bit of a quiet game? It had its moments. It had its moments.
I mean, Joe, the first 45 minutes for me were tough to watch. No, but I think that Coach Hugo Bruce didn't approach the game, in a... I don't know. I just felt like he was a coward in this game.
He wanted the draw.
Yeah. I just felt like he was a coward in the game. The approach was just, and you're right, perhaps he wanted the draw.
Yeah.
My question is it going to become a habit?
So, yeah.
Because if he was playing 4-1-4-1, right? The striker needs to be isolated, which is Makuba. I saw Makuba Joe behind the ball at some point. On Talohan. He was behind the ball, and Tunisia, as Marnet, I don't think Tunisia is quality. But if we approach the coming games like this, we're in big trouble.
No, of course. Definitely. For Navilani, just looking at how, again, I'll point this out, Setoleman.
Wow.
For now, if you're going to play that formation, I don't think Setole is strong enough.
What, Tom?
Because the dude has this thing of just not collecting the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be a libero, you need to remember that you are the link between the defense and the midfield. So if you're not going to come in, collect those balls, you kind of put us under pressure for no reason.
Yeah. So now, the mentality was wrong. The approach to the game was wrong. And I think perhaps that's why we're not seeing, for me, the best of Percy. If you ask me, we are not experiencing the best of Percy. And I'm not going to put it on him. The system is very difficult, bro. The system is very difficult. Also for Stoller, because I know he's a good ball player. But honestly, remember the approach was that we shouldn't have the ball. The approach was that let Tunisia have the ball, do whatever they want to do with it, Reina will play behind.
And to me, it's kind of crazy, because if you think of it, what would have happened if Namibia has scored?
Exactly.
So you need to do your own job. Don't just say, okay, nah, we through, we done,
Yeah.
And think, okay, nah.
Well, Namibia was going to have to score 5 goals or something. So even if they won, they had how many points?
How many points?
They had 3 points.
Yeah.
And then, so if they had won, they were going to have 6.
Exactly.
And Rena, when I have 4. Hey, that's crazy.
Exactly.
I thought whether Namibia had won or whatever, we're going to be, level on the same points. Okay, well, that's crazy. You see, that's risky football. And now we're going to the knockout phases. Now we have to be offensive and stuff. So I don't know how he's going to approach this game. Not for Nane. As much as sharp you are a national team, you don't spend much time with these boys. But you must have a plan and a system in place whereby whether you want a draw or a win, the system doesn't change much.
Besides the system, I mean, you look at the second half, the changes that he made were just going against us.
Yeah.
Made it really easy for Tunisia. Like you're saying, if there were quality,
Exactly.
They would have killed us.
Exactly. The subs were very dangerous.
Yeah, because Bawani, Mudau, Lemorena out. And then they started attacking that way.
Exactly.
You know, because they're like, Mobi. I don't know.
Abejabe sometimes there's psychology to this thing.
Right?
When Tunisia sees you taking Zwane off, you know, and Shapu, Mshishi, for his age, he can't play 90 on time. But when they see that, who are you bringing on in place of Mshishi? If you bring on a defensive player, you know, if they've studied you well, you bring on a defensive player, they're going to go more offensive. Because Munari did well for the first 2 minutes. And then after that, we couldn't see him anymore. And Tunisia started having an extra player in their place. On Talohane, tactically, they started dominating more. Remember, they had possession for most of the game because we just wanted to be off the ball. So now they were more offensive. On time. We spoke before the sub happened that bring Lepasa on instead of Monar.
True.
Instead of a defensive midfielder, bring Lepasa on. Kampani unses tole here for Monar. You know, now you are overloading the defense. And honestly, they started having more set pieces. You know, but Tau had to go and mark now the system. One would say Tau should play center forward, but Makopa is killing it. So there's no way, you know. So the system is working for some players, but it's not working for
overall. It's not working.
Wow.
Let's just put it like
even though we went through, it's what can I say? I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's a bittersweet moment. We are celebrating the fact that we went through. The how of it is very tough. Yeah, I know. It's a very. It was that type of game, right?
Yeah.
But I want to speak on the physicality, Mavani. The physicality of AFCON. You know, AFCON, the way it's been so far, it hasn't been so physical where you have to use your body and all these things. But yesterday, the things they were doing to Mudau.
It was crazy. Actually, it kind of reminds me of the game, Senegal, Lele, Guinea. Yeah. I couldn't watch that game because there were just fights.
Now we're going to see a typical AFCON. The tackling there is going to be crazy, you know. But shout out to South Africa, man. Some people don't want us to celebrate this. They say that, you know, we didn't deserve to go through. They say we are not playing beautiful football. We are getting the job done. Ivory Coast can play the beautiful football, score the beautiful goals. They out. Ghana can play better football than us. They are out. This is tournament football. You don't approach it like it's the league. There's a second fixture coming. You know, the second round of the season is coming. Chief, if you don't do the job, if you don't get the job done, you are out. So we are proud of the boys. Themba Shishi Zwane. Can we talk about that? Man of the match performance. He got the Man of the Match award yesterday. What's your take on that?
If not him, who else?
If not him, then who?
Exactly. I mean, the quality he brings onto the team, man. Zwane is just, man.
Yeah.
The immortal.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
The Rizwan.
Zwane is one. Not like Fama, how say fair. Like, let's be honest. No Fama.
No Fana. And Esto, I don't know what to say about the guy. Like, I'm very speechless, man. There's a turn he made in the first half, and I was like, but how? Yeah. And again, when Mshishi plays well, you can see the confidence of the players around him. Because great money came with the fire. Yeah. You know, I'm just very worried about Percy. What's your take on him?
I feel like, I'm not saying take him off completely, but maybe the next game, 60 minutes, bring him off. Try up.
If he's not giving us anything.
Because honestly, then why should we prove ourselves if proving ourselves is not good enough for you?
Exactly.
If you're still going to play Tau.
True.
You get what I mean? So no, man. For Naman, Tau really hasn't. Yeah.
And then the Mobi change.
Listen, man. Just bring Morena.
Exactly.
And then bring on someone relevant for that position. Because when they saw...
Who is Maseko at that time?
Because when they saw Mobi, man, they started going that way. They started going. Even worse, now you bring Morena off. They even went more now. And they were just going more.
Off the ball as well. I'm talking about Nico Mobi. His movements. Literally, Ronan Williams and Gagana. They didn't have the confidence to give him the ball because of the way he's just about to receive the ball. He's not opening his body up. Kekana is coming to him, he's looking that way. He's not looking at the ball. Open your body up, be ready, bula. Be ready to receive the ball and make a pass after that. You see, those are the two important things in football. Can't trap, can't play. And your pass, sense of monati. You have to be aware, your sense of awareness to say, where am I? And when I receive the ball, where am I taking it?
There were incidents where Williams had the ball.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the pitch since by Khadija,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I would look at where Mudiba was and where Mobi was. So Williams, every time Mobi, the ball will always go out. You know why? Because he's over the line, the center line. Whereas you look at Mudiba, he's inside his half. So it makes it easier for Williams to pass the ball to him because this person, one is closer, and two, he already has the support.
Exactly.
Because there's a ball that he tried, I pass it to Mobi.
Yeah.
Because of that bounce, because
Exactly.
Mobi Ukantle had the field instead of being this side.
And let me tell you something, with this formation, you need to be compact. With this formation, you need to be compact, Brad.
I think we mentioned it a lot during the game, Hore, this formation.
You like Hugo Bruce, the formation, it's fine. It's fine. Let's say you play the formation. But if you're going to play it, make sure the players are compact so they can find each other more. That's why what Percy are frustrated and they are frustrating us. That's why was Tole are frustrated. Then we can say that's why Asalo collect. Because Hugo Bruce is like 4-1-4-1, but separate. There's no slow build-up.
Yeah, no.
It's so scary for the first time ever when Mvala and Gagana pass the ball to Ronald Williams. I get scared. Because they're so far from each other, it looks like Tunisia's pressing is good. And it's not. It's just that these players are far from each other. And again, you have like 8 Mamelodi Sundowns players in there. So they are comfortable on the ball. But let's give it up for Thapelo Moren. Let's close it up with Thapelo Moren.
Yeah.
Yeah, Retwa Lega Thapelo.
Yeah, no. Again, the confidence.
You gotta give it to him. Retwa Lega Thapelo.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Come on, man. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, for the past 2 games, really you could see the confidence as well. Yeah, Bafana, you know, and how he's kind of like an Enkanyana or so. You know, I think he makes it easy for Zwane as well.
Come on. I was about to say that.
You know, because, I mean, when Zwane and Morena have the ball, it's like magic.
All you have to do is put hard workers around Zwane. He will dance. Yeah. He will cook. Because honestly, as much as he's complimenting the team is complimenting him as well. Because Bomorena work hard off the ball. Homogwena works hard off the ball. Stole works hard off the ball. But I'm just saying, Bomudiba, they're working hard off the ball for Mshishi. You know, even when Mshishi makes a mistake there and there. Because when Mshishi makes a mistake, you're like, he's human after all. Yeah. You understand? He'll make a mistake, but then you see the players, you know, and then he comes down and then he gives us the Mshishi effect. Yeah. But Thapelo Morena is so involved, bro. I saw him, and then I want to defend. And I think he passed Pesita Umutsileng or something. So shout out to him, bro. Shout out to him. Any last thoughts?
I hope we do better the next game, honestly, because this formation,
So what would you do? But what would you do? How would you approach the game, formation-wise, tactic-wise?
4-4-2, you know, to make it easier to find balance for everyone.
Okay.
You get what I mean? And yeah, make the work light as well for some players, especially in the midfield. Ball, stall. Otherwise, you know.
Yeah. I really love Monari. It's just that, again, at that point of the game, I think it was a bad substitution, but it's not him, you know. But now I would approach it with maybe a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2, whereby we incorporate Monari. Now, you've never heard this before, but we'll probably put him as a false CDM, whereby we're actually playing with 5 defenders, but he's slightly in front of them. One Talohan. And we are not forcing him to go forward.
Okay. So he protects.
He's protecting. As the libero, he plays it well, and his passes are too much. And when he's on the ball, relax, he's composed. So obviously 4 Kienets and Mavani plus Muda, we hope he gets well. And then the 3 now it gets tricky. One gets a 5-3-2. It gets tricky. It gets tricky. If Kinyaga Monari da. Monari is part of the defense, but now Kraus told us meta because we want the Homukwena. So we got the Homukwena Mahari, Stole and Mshishi, and then Kupeli Veta with Makupa. Okay, but now it's Moren. We are out of time, ladies and gentlemen. Please tell us in the comment section below, how would you approach the game against Morocco? I'm not sure, but how would you approach the round of 16, the knockout phase? How would you approach it? And by the way, thank you so much for the love. The last time I checked, we were on 189 subscribers. Kilona, the man of the match, the 12th man on the pitch. We do this for you because, your loyalty to the show is absolutely amazing. Somebody tag Mofire and tell them that Amajita Football Show has held you down. Mofire, Mofire, Mofire. Please recognize the boy. This guy in you. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember, subscribe, like, comment, and share this with friends and loved ones. That's Bonge.